Hello, and happy Halloween.
Welcome to SleepyCast.
Did you say sleepy gas?
Yes, I did.
It's the spooky cast.
I know. It's SpooKast.
With a K. Oh, man. I have to hold the mic now, and I'm not used to holding the mic.
I forgot the clamp.
Oh, shit. So now instead of raising money for a mask, gotta raise money for a brain.
Yeah, no, just the mask. I don't need a brain.
Oh, no, I dropped my phone. You have a meeting all day. We'll most likely be still here when you get back. And Miss Frizzle, how are you? You did finally make it. It's never too late to make it to one of these shows. Like, ever.
And yes, happy Halloween to you guys, too.
Oh, man. I don't know if we should wait for more people to jump in, but we are going to make a statement today.
Is this about last week?
This is about last week.
Yeah.
We've got
It's got to happen.
To be fair, just imagine what we're going to say. We're going to say it in the politest way possible, but our feelings are much more intense about it. And I can't help but to laugh because
it's like, okay, the thing is, we've been friends for what, 11 years?
Yeah.
And kind of, when you think about it, really the only way that we've stayed friends this long is the fact that we're so comfortable with each other that we're able to call each other out and like argue when we believe we're right.
And we both have a problem where we both think we're right.
But I mean, yeah, arguments are gonna happen, but when they're done, neither of us care anymore.
No. I think after I had looked at you and I was like, are you done? And you're like, yep. And I'm like, all right. And then we started laughing not even 2 minutes later.
Right.
Because we don't care.
And we just immediately rolled on with the show.
But it's for me, it's one of those things. It was brought to my attention because we weren't paying attention to chat at all during that argument that people got upset. I'm going to be blunt about it. I don't care. And it's not that I don't care about you guys, but when it comes to relationships, and our relationship especially, we don't care what other people think. If you are that butthurt, if you're that sensitive to get hurt over complete strangers arguing, then I don't feel you should be here.
Plus, I think it made for really good content.
Oh, yeah. People got to see the how intense we can get with each other as far as debate goes.
Right. And see, that was just over the way both of us perceived a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, imagine from there, you can probably imagine how our arguments will go when we're talking about things that we really care about, like the topics of the show and things like that.
Like, let's put it this way. The last time we got in an argument like that, it was over Dragon Ball Z.
No.
And that's going to be a running joke for the rest of our lives.
No, because number one, you always say that we argued about something that we definitely didn't argue about.
We sat.
And number two, we didn't fight about it.
I didn't say we fought. I said we argued.
Same difference. Don't start another one.
Look, I was 3 hours late getting home on my honeymoon night, or not my bachelor party. Because me and you sat in the fucking parking lot of the fucking bar for 3 hours. After the bar closed.
Yeah, we were in the parking lot till like 5 a.m. But that wasn't arguing.
But it doesn't end with us at all. And no, I get it. Some people were making jokes, but to just let everybody know that if you truly felt the way you said you felt in chat that day,
just remember that arguments are going to happen sometime in the future. I can't tell you when, I can't tell you what we'll be talking about, but we are definitely going to argue about something in the future, and it will definitely be on the show.
And
And
I could see it getting more heated than that from here.
right, that was a really mild
Yeah,
argument.
no shit. We have thrown fists at each other for crying out loud. Let's put it that way.
And then we were drinking together 5 minutes later.
Mm-hmm. You know how they say don't add fuel to the fire? We usually add the cheapest fuel you can find.
Yeah, but that's normally well after the fire
Oh,
started.
yeah, that's true.
Right, Moon?
Right. And it's to those people that haven't met us. You haven't met us. There's no reason to get upset over complete strangers. Yeah, we've built relationships with a lot of you guys, but we've never really met. We're still strangers. Get over it.
We're just two idiots on the internet.
And to be fair, everybody watching are just a bunch of idiots on the internet.
Well, hey, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, man. But yeah, that's really just suck it up.
Mom, come pick me up. That's fucked.
Mom and I did see that comment. Mom and Dad are fighting again. Oh, shit.
Well, wait a minute. Which one's mom and which one's dad?
Oh, God. I don't know. We can leave that up to chat. I'll put it in.
I don't want it.
No, I'm
I
putting
don't know
it in
if I want to leave
Discord.
that up to chat.
I'm putting it in Discord.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm doing. I'm putting it in Discord.
It's going to be one of those days. I've got something stuck in the corner of my eye.
Oh, excuse me. That was gross. It tasted like cream soda.
That's gross. Fucking, this sucks. So I'm on day 3 with about 4 hours of sleep. And I've got something stuck in my eye, which makes me keep closing my eye, and I don't want to doze off while we're doing the fucking show.
Why are you only 4 hours of sleep?
Circumstances. Mainly home life.
Fair. Okay, fair. Well, it's like here, since Austin got back from the hospital, it's been her. She's just been up and down, and I think she's afraid that if she goes to sleep, somebody's gonna come in and poke and prod at her again, and so she doesn't sleep. And so Julie's been sleeping in the living room to just kind of make it easier for Austin to find her and not have to go through doors, and means I don't sleep because my wife's not in bed with me. And it sucks so bad. So my sleep schedule's off. I've been staying up till like 3 o'clock in the morning again playing video games, and I don't like doing that at all anymore. I'm too old to be doing that.
Right.
And it sucks so because I wake up and I have to go to work and do it all day long. And I drive. I drive for a fucking living. Imagine how bad it is for me to be driving on the road in Wichita.
Yeah, especially in Wichita.
Yes, poor thing. Woe is me.
Oh, you need a straw? I don't have one.
Yeah.
Man, it's too bad Streamer's not here. I was gonna start off with the things I have to say about Modern Warfare 2.
Streamer did say he was going to show up today. So we can hold off.
I do need to issue a retraction, mainly because I not necessarily misunderstood, but more overestimated the meaning of a certain gamer phrase or term called skill-based matchmaking. Now, to put this into context, growing up, I didn't play multiplayer games.
Right.
Unless it was, like, I don't know, something like Mario Party and someone was sitting right fucking next to me. Or Mortal Kombat and someone was sitting right fucking next to me. So, I stayed as far away from things...
Thank you, Moon.
I stayed as far away from things like Call of Duty multiplayer as I could.
Yeah.
Now, there are times where I played it, but they were always special circumstances.
Yeah.
It always depended on who was going to be there.
Fair.
So I didn't grow up and evolve with the multiplayer scene. So when I finally come across the term skill-based matchmaking, I thought it literally meant skill-based matchmaking, and that's not what it means.
No.
No, it means a combination of your level, given whatever game's in-game leveling system they have.
Hey, there he is. Speak of the devil.
and KDA, your kill death average.
Yes.
So those two things put together, that's your skill-based matchmaking. That's where my overestimation comes in, because I thought it had to do with the actual skills in the game. You know, the things that the game keeps track of, things like accuracy, things like headshots, things like damage dealt, all that shit.
Yeah.
And really, that's what skill-based matchmaking needs to be. Why the fuck are we calling this skill-based?
I have no idea.
That's not skill.
See,
when it comes to in-game levels, the game forces you to level up no matter what you fucking do.
right. And it should, because you could be shit, but as long as you could be shit at a game, but as long as you keep grinding, eventually you'll max out, you know?
Right.
And see, I've always witnessed in my experience with quote-unquote skill-based matchmaking is win-to-loss ratio, not KDA or anything like that, because even when I did the games that I played of Call of Duty Cold War, which is the recent Black Ops installment, I would win several games in a row, and then I would get shit on for like 2 or 3 games, and then it would put me in lower class games with people that are getting shit on just the same, and then I'll be right back up with them higher ranked, higher skilled quote unquote players when all they really did was win a bunch of matches.
Yeah.
And it's the same way with Halo. We've witnessed it together where we'll win a shit ton of matches and then just get fucking ripped to shreds in the next 6.
Right. And see, I know it seems like something stupid to get pissed off about, but seriously, we need to re-fucking define it. It needs to change. It needs to be actually called level-based matchmaking instead of skill-based matchmaking, specifically because multiplayer games right now, especially FPS games, literally track your actual skills in the game.
Yeah.
The game keeps a tally of your headshots, of your accuracy, of shots missed specifically, of damage dealt specifically. So they should be able to use those because they keep that running tally to create some kind of algorithm to put people in matchmaking where they're in lobbies with people on the same level. And I don't mean your level in game. I mean your level with your actual fucking skill, because that's what skill means.
Well, it's like last night I played with Streamer. And yes, Streamer, I enjoyed the multiplayer. I ended up, once I got used to it, I got back into that groove. I found I found my rhythm with the game. And,
you know what?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fair.
Hi, Duncan. But once I found that rhythm, I ended up enjoying myself. I had fun. By the way, if you want to play again tonight, I'm down. But I am having a problem with this story. And it's...
Well, hold on. So, I bring that up. My retraction is I was calling for skill-based matchmaking in all multiplayer games.
Yeah.
And knowing now that's what it is, fuck skill-based matchmaking as it exists in its entirety.
Fair. Fair.
Wait, what's up?
Oh, I'm going to be a complete jerk about it. Did I try to convince him? I tried. I tried to get him to see it from a different perspective, which I haven't. Well, I haven't really tried yet. But
Who?
you,
Try to get me to see what from a different perspective?
the whole story of this game. I mean, so I did some digging, and according to Activision, now I don't know if they're just saying this to say this now or if this is what it was actually supposed to be. But according to Activision, the story that they are going with, as shitty as it is supposed to be what they wanted for the Modern Warfare franchise.
No, it's not. I guarantee it's not.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Because 3D printed weapons was not a hot button issue back then. The Blackwater stand-in with Graves and his team was not a thing back then. So whoever's making these statements can fuck right off. I bet they weren't even a part of the team back then.
But no, I mean...
No. Experiencing without playing, yeah, I know, but fuck you. Experiencing this campaign and comparing it to the original, even having to go get a fucking synopsis of the first game, or the first remake, I should say. It's not even a remake, it's a reboot.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid. With all of this new shit that they added in for literally no reason, they could have just wiped out all of the Modern Warfare 2 references and made a new game. And it would still have enough content to be a new game.
I mean, it's pretty much what they did with Cold War. They left the same characters in, left out all the other references, and made a whole new game out of it. But...
Well, I didn't play that one, so if that's what they did there, then they've already got the experience in doing it.
Yeah. Like I said, and I kind of briefed this before the show, you know, as problematic as the differences are between the two games, you know, this whole new story is bringing so much more eyes to the older games.
The 3D printed weapon thing, it's not necessarily futuristic. It's trying to couch my language here so we don't get too political. It was a hot button issue a few years ago in the political spheres about people just being able to 3D print their weapons regardless of what people do. So they were trying to ban certain things from being available on the internet and what have you. So that's thrown in this bullshit remake of No Russian where it's a hijacking because they're mid-flight when this mission starts. You know they're mid-flight because flight attendants aren't going to offer meals like that at takeoff or when they're landing. So this is not going to be at an airport where it's supposed to take place. It's just a random plane hijacking. Right.
No, like I said, I think the good thing about the new investment into the franchise is that it is bringing way more eyes, both new and old. I mean, hell, even I want to go back to the older games just to play them and re-experience them. And then the newcomers of the Call of Duty franchise, especially when it comes to the Modern Warfare trilogy, are going to go back and be like, oh, shit, well, this is a reboot of the old games. Let me go try those out first. Or even after I play this one just to see the difference.
Right.
Whether or not they like the old ones or not, they're still bringing attention to it. They're still putting their eyes on it. They're still making Activision a shit ton of money.
This is part of what I was saying right before the show started. Like, I literally cannot go anywhere without seeing the Modern Warfare 2 logo.
Yeah.
The new one, not the original. Just one of the new faces. Or the rebranded faces,
That's okay, Butterfinger. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It was good to see you. Can't go anywhere without seeing one of those new rebranded faces, the new logo, all that shit. And then I find out, 2 days ago, that a remaster for the original Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 actually exists. There is already a thing.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought me and you have talked about this, but in the past. I guess we haven't.
I mean, I've said that they should, that it would have been better to I could have sworn I told you that there was.
Those. So they did... The remaster of Modern Warfare 2 was actually just a couple years ago. And then the remaster of Modern Warfare 1 came out with Infinity War. Which, fuck that game. Everybody can agree.
Yeah, no. I gotta stop you for a second there, streamer. Because if they're taking the most important parts of this fucking story and they're adding it to a DLC that they're going to expand on this game with instead of putting it in the game itself at launch... then fuck them. I don't care if it turns out to be like 30 times better than the original. The fact that they didn't fucking put it in, that pisses me off, and that's never going to stop pissing me off. Like I'm not mad at you over that. I'm mad at them over that. No, I don't care if it's free. I don't care if it's free. I don't care if it comes out next month. It should have been in the game now. I don't care if it's just an update. It should have been in the game now. If they wanted to keep this game alive for 2 years, they should have made something new, or like I said before, they should have gone back and actually made a real remake of the original.
I think honestly that
this game is not going to last 2 years.
The only way they're going to do to keep this game alive is when they drop DMZ, and that's going to be an in-game thing. So you're not going to be able to download it. It's going to be included with the disc or the download. And then Warzone content. Warzone 2 content is the only way they're going to keep this game alive for 2 years. By the way, if you don't know what DMZ is, it's supposed to be the Tarkov ripoff for Call of Duty.
That's not keeping Modern Warfare 2 alive.
No.
That's keeping the multiplayer lobbies alive.
And that's the only thing that's going to keep attraction and keep people downloading the game.
That's not the same thing.
It's the only thing that's going to keep people to download the game. No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
Not you. And that is a little bit directed at you, streamer. Just a little bit. You cannot conflate the multiplayer and the campaign, especially with the way Call of Duty has them built up right now, and think that it'll be the same thing. If the multiplayer is still alive 2 years from now, the Modern Warfare 2 is still alive 2 years from now. It's just not. That's not how that's going to work. And I'll be fair, I don't know shit about Cold War. I didn't play it. I have no interest in it. I didn't even bother looking into it.
With Cold War, and the only reason why it lasted is because of Warzone 1 and 2. Fucking Vanguard sucked. I didn't even buy it. I didn't even play it. I didn't try it. I didn't even go to a friend's house to play it.
I mean, unless streamer says something positive about Vanguard, I haven't heard a single person ever mutter a positive word about Vanguard. Ever.
Vanguard campaign it looked garbage. I didn't even want to try it.
Okay, there we go. Now I've seen one person say something positive about Vanguard right there.
I'm watching. I can't stand the look of Vanguard. It looks so horrible. And I've heard too much trash things from buddies that are just it. No, it looks. It's like Infinite Warfare was downgraded.
I don't know. What I do know is we need to get streamer a copy of the original Modern Warfare 2 so he can play the campaign and nothing but the campaign, start to finish, so he has a baseline to compare the new game to. Because from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, but you haven't actually played the campaign for the first game. At least that's the conversation we had between our two streams a few days ago. There's got to be a way. I'm going to look for an emulator because I want to play the original Modern Warfare 2, but I can't afford to buy a game or a system or anything like that. So I want to play through the campaign myself.
Well, like I said, there's a remaster. Boop. Excuse me. I'm gonna throw chat to the side for a second.
I've still got it up on my phone.
Okay. I don't know why that's not on my toolbar. Oh, that's gonna look through Game Pass, isn't it?
I don't even know what you're trying to do. Are you trying to find the game on the
remaster
Xbox store? Yeah, no, that's literally just Game Pass. You have to go to the Xbox app.
There's this right here.
Okay, well then don't just put MW2. Spell out Modern Warfare 2. If it's available, that's the way you're gonna find it. MODERN. Something popped up for a second. Yeah, I think it's just Game Pass stuff right now.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, these are all Game Pass titles.
What the fuck? Whatever. Ouch.
Okay, hold on. Catching up on
Chat looks like a fucking Christmas tree. Green, red, green, red, green, red.
Also, guess what, Kaz? If they remade the Black Ops series like they did in Modern Warfare 2, I'd play it before I hit. Look, my criticism has nothing to do with gameplay mechanics, so playing the game literally means nothing. My criticism has to do with the story. I don't have to play the game to get the story. I just have to watch it. I have to see it.
God, my leg itches.
That's why I don't criticize the gameplay elements, because I haven't played the game.
He's got a point, streamer.
And yeah, I'm stubborn.
I know that.
Play the original. Like I said, I'm going to find an emulator.
Bitch, wah, wah, wah.
I'm going to find an emulator to play the game myself because that's how much I want to replay it, even though I have no money. As soon as I find a way to do that, I will send it your way so that you will have the opportunity as well. Like, this game is nowhere near new, so it should run even on just, like, mid-tier hardware. Because I'll be playing it on a laptop. No. I'm not expecting your opinion to change. What I'm expecting is just to expose you to the original story.
Yeah.
So you can get a feel for that. So
And
you
an
can experience
understanding of
that
the
story
stubbornness.
and understand the frustration that myself and other people feel when it comes to what they did to that story. Like, I'm not actually expecting to change your opinion on this game as it exists. I just want to get your opinion on the original. Now,
be fair,
maybe I'll make a comparison.
He's a young kid from California. He might have a lot of problems with the original.
And what I've seen about Streamer, I don't think he's
War crimes galore.
What I've seen about Streamer, I don't think he's so into the political sphere
No,
that
I
he
know.
can't have an open mind on something.
Rose-tinted glasses. Oh,
Okay,
my.
that's fine. That's fine. But I want you to experience the story. Like, it's not going to have all these extreme gameplay elements that modern fucking FPS games have. But the story itself is good.
You are very blind.
Blonded nostalgia. Yes, I know I pronounced it wrong.
Oh, shit.
It's just like what Marvel and DC do with
We're blunted.
their properties in movies today. They keep changing them for no fucking reason. And
Just move on.
They could write new characters to have these fucking stories instead of taking established characters and making them live through these fucking stories.
Yeah.
Like, it's not hard to do. They've been creating characters for decades. This is not a new concept. This is not something difficult. This
My
is
wife
something
has
these
entered the
companies
room.
already do. They should continue to do it.
Need help?
No, I'm not here.
You're not here? I was just seeing if you needed help.
I'm looking for something.
Okay.
Trying to find my, because I was going to do my makeup for tonight.
Like, nostalgia aside, rose-tinted glasses aside,
You don't
that
wanna
is
be
a
Poppy
fair
again?
criticism, and I don't care what you say about that.
I'm going to stop you for a second. Hold on. So yesterday we went to a trunk or treat held by the Goddard High School, and the girls and I, mainly me, convinced Mom to dress up as Princess Poppy from Trolls, and it was the most beautiful thing in the world.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Princess Poppy is? Your daughter doesn't watch Trolls?
I'm sure they've watched Trolls at some point. I don't watch
I
it
see
when
you on
it's
Disney
on.
Plus all the time. Oh no, it's on Netflix. That's right. It's not a Disney franchise.
What era of the comics are you talking about, streamer? Are you talking about the 90s era? Are you talking about the early 2000s era?
Those
are
are
you
some
talking
fighting
about
words.
Spider-Man Ultimate? Are you talking about Superior Spider-Man? Which Spider-Man are you talking about? Because there's several.
Oh, there's so many.
And each one is portrayed slightly differently. Each one handles things slightly differently. You can't say that it would cover all of them. So you would have to choose a specific era of Peter Parker.
Kaz punches kid. What?
I'm not punching kid, all right? We fought last week. We're not
Right.
we're not going to have a fight get instigated.
To be fair, I'm going to say this again.
Oh, here we go.
Tom is not the most comic book accurate. The costumes fucking suck.
Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking with that spider symbol, but it's so dumb. Now the one on his back looked okay.
One word. Vulture. Give me a comic book accurate fucking vulture, okay? None of this mechanical alien bullshit wings. All right?
Well,
I want my green feathery
hold on.
villain.
The thing there is, I just wouldn't put Vulture in a movie. I wouldn't put Rhino in a movie. I wouldn't put Shocker in a movie. Those are all campy as fuck, comic book cartoony villains that you leave in the comic books and cartoons. They don't work in life.
The Iron Spider is still not comic book accurate.
It's not Peter Parker.
No, he's talking about the costume.
From what I've been hearing, Tom Holland is... Yeah, no. No. And Spider-Man and Iron Man don't really work together either. They don't have a mentor-mentee relationship.
Not in the comics.
That's just in the movies.
The only person that has ever took the mantle of mentor to Peter Parker and Spider-Man was Mr. Fantastic. And Captain America.
Well, with Captain America, it was like
More like a son-father relationship during the...
more like an absent father relationship, because Captain America didn't even know that Spider-Man built his image off of him.
Right.
Like, that's the reason why the Spider-Man suit is red and blue, is because he looks up to Captain America. But
and that didn't
the other
really...
thing is, Spider-Man, even at the beginning, is like 10 to 20 times stronger than Captain America.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
And that relationship didn't build until Secret Wars. So there's that.
Yeah, no, the Spider-Man and Deadpool shit is so dumb. And it's pedo bait, too.
It really is.
I hate that they do that. You want to have Deadpool bounce off a character like that? Keep it with Cable and Wolverine.
And the only thing that... You know how that started, right?
I don't care.
Fan service. Because of their fucking costumes.
Well, yeah, because their masks are similar. But the Deadpool mask, just like the Deadpool persona, is based off of the Deathstroke persona from DC.
Wade Wilson.
Slade Wilson.
Yeah. It's... I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Do not get me wrong. I'm not saying he's a shit Spider-Man. I've gone over this.
He's a good actor. He's okay in the role, because the role was technically built for him after they fucking cast him. They just molded it around him.
If we want... I really wish they would have done this. I really wish they would have rebooted properly. I'm scared to say this because now it's gonna fucking happen. It's gonna be it's gonna happen anyway, and it's gonna be shit again. But I wish they would have fallen in line with putting Fantastic Four side by side with the Spider-Man movies. That way,
They probably will, and it'll most likely be Miles Morales.
well, that way Spider-Man and Mr. Fantastic can have their relationship, and we can get the Fantastic Five, or what was it called? I don't remember now. Well, Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four, and he does it quite often. He even has his own costume with them, even after the Baghead one. But
No,
That would have been comic book accurate.
No. I mean, maybe when Ryan Reynolds would have been like 19 or something, but not current Ryan Reynolds. Fuck no. No.
Speaking of Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool, who else is excited to see Hugh Jackman again?
Don't get me wrong. Morbid curiosity, I might, sail the high seas to see a movie like that. But as for an actual concept that we should get, no.
But
And
how confirmed is this though? No. Let's bring up that conversation.
It's fully confirmed.
Is it okay?
Yes,
It wasn't
Wolverine is in Deadpool 3.
It wasn't just a Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman ploy that they like to do on the internet. This is for real thing that's going to happen.
Well, it's most likely both.
I
bet this all started with a conversation between Ryan and Hugh.
Because and
And then they brought it to Kevin Feige.
Ryan
who's
and-
not going to tell Ryan no.
Ryan and Jackman have been at it about the whole Wolverine Deadpool since the teaser of Deadpool that Ryan Reynolds may or may not have dropped on the internet. But it never. Hughes always said no, it's not happening. I want to retire. I want to hang it up. I'm done. And then he teased it again in Deadpool 2 when he made fun of Wolverine dying in Logan.
Right.
And now here they are together. He goes, that'd be cool if we can get Hugh Jackman. And he goes, hey, Hugh, how's it? He goes, yep, I'm down with it, Ryan, as he's walking up the stairs in that fucking video. But they've always gone back at it. So the first thing I thought was, oh, that's very funny. I'm not falling for it.
Yeah,
and then another one came out.
Video.
And then there was tweets between both of them.
Yeah.
And then there was concept
But
art
this
from
isn't happening till what, like 2024?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But
we're
then
not,
there was
we're not going to get any real plot details until then.
There was concept art released by Ryan.
Probably.
And when Ryan releases concept art of any kind, usually it means it's going to happen. Like 95% of the time, it happens.
I have a Twitter. I don't pay attention to Twitter.
I see screenshots on Facebook.
See, I don't even get on Facebook. I'm like averse to social media, which is weird as an internet content creator, I know, but
Yeah. No, it would be... The one thing I'm sad I haven't seen is somebody actually doing like a lip reading... What do they call those people? The people that professionally read lips.
lip readers?
Oh, that's it? They don't have like a professional
I don't
title?
think so.
Okay. I'm surprised I haven't seen anybody on YouTube or TikTok or anything like that actually.
There was somebody who
Was there?
Yeah.
And nothing came out of it.
No, they were mainly just detailing fight scenes.
Lame.
Like, and then I do this, and he does that, and he stabs me, and I claw him, and then we end up with my claws in his head or something like that. Deaf people. Accurate.
That's fucked.
Accurate.
That's really fucked because no deaf people could be here because there's no subtitles to our show.
Yeah, well, that's only if you believe in the multiverse.
Yeah.
And as far as, things that are canon in Marvel,
That is not a thing.
no. It's only canon if they make a reference to it or if they actually go there, even in Marvel's multiverse. That's the only way. So, like with the... What was it? The Council of Reeds?
Mm-hmm.
that confirms all the other universes where those specific Reed Richards exists. But only those universes where those specific Reed Richards exist.
Yeah.
So, like, one where he's maybe purple with, a chartreuse costume.
In the comics, he was.
What I'm saying is
almost,
something like that probably exists,
right.
and maybe he's voiced by Ryan Reynolds or
right.
is a Ryan Reynolds-esque character. But until we get confirmation of it, then that's
right.
just up in the.
I'm gonna say in the comics, there was a Reeds that kind of looks like Piccolo. Oddly enough, and I think that was just more of a fanboy gimmick that they're like, I really like Dragon Ball Z. Let me make a Richard Reed that looks like Piccolo. Here you go.
I don't know.
This white kid from California.
I know that the council exists, but I've never read those issues. So
I never dug into it. I wasn't interested enough in that part of Fantastic Four. Even though I'm not saying I'm a huge fan of Fantastic Four, but I am a pretty big fan of Fantastic Four. Just those side stories, unless they actually tie into Avengers type situations or other characters, I don't go into the side stories when it comes to certain groups in the Marvel.
Well, I mean, not like they need it.
No.
Who's Fantastic Four's biggest villain? And I
Dr.
don't mean
Doom.
no. I don't mean biggest as in arch enemy. I mean biggest as in biggest.
Oh, it would be the World Destroyer.
Galactus.
Yeah.
The Avengers level threat.
Yeah.
Or, actually above Avengers level, but that's neither here nor there. JJBA.
What is the JJBA universe?
Huh? Trying to think of what that could stand for.
Oh my
JoJo's
God.
Adventure. I don't read JoJo. I don't watch JoJo. Y'all
I've
can
seen-
have that one. I can't even criticize.
I think
it.
I've seen
You
maybe
just-
2-3 episodes of JoJo's Bizarre
That is what it
Adventures, and that was because it was on Toonami and I had nothing else to watch.
Yeah, no.
I'd rather watch
There are
Afro
very
Samurai.
There are very few series I'll say no to, and that's one I'll say no to.
What was that show about? God, and I never actually got to watch it. I always saw commercials on it on Toonami and ads for it on Toonami. There's like a desert samurai. God, what was it called? I can't think of it now. I can't even describe what he looks like. Really, it's
Desert Samurai.
yeah, fuck.
I'm gonna need more details to go off of.
Let me see if I could just Google Toonami shows and see if it pops up.
Wait. In a desert, did he have spiked up hair with sunglasses and a red costume?
No.
Because he's not a samurai. If that's what it is, he uses pistols, and that's Trigun.
I've seen Trigun. I mean, that's Johnny Young Bach, for crying out loud. Of course I've seen that.
See, I don't know what that means, but I already know it's a JoJo's reference, streamer. Like, I'm being forcibly fed information for JoJo no matter what I do or where I go, no matter what I watch. It's not fair. I don't want to. Y'all can have JoJo. Y'all can watch the shit out of JoJo. That's fine.
You've got chat. I'm looking this up now.
Oh my god. Well,
have to
like,
no,
if
'cause
you
now
could
it's gonna
remember
eat
any
alive.
other details, I could probably tell you what it is.
Fucking. That's not what I wanted. Google, leave me alone. He almost wore.
You almost wore.
It's like a glass mask and like a giant sun hat. Oh, he had a shotgun. I never actually got to watch the show.
What?
Yeah, and I don't remember what it was called.
Glass mask.
Like a gas mask.
Oh, gas mask. Oh, Desert Punk.
Was that it? Let me look it up now. Now that I don't want you to listen. I
I don't think it was on Toonami though.
It was because that's how I remember always wanted to see it, but it always came on later at night during Toonami.
Like, the dude was short?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Desert Punk.
But I never got to watch it because it always came on later, and so I was never able to actually stay up and watch. Yep, it was Desert Punk.
Called it.
See?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not a sun hat, though.
You know what I meant. It's the only way I could describe it. It's been so
But,
long.
like, as soon as you said gas mask, I
Like,
was
it's
like,
always,
oh, okay.
I've always kept enough interest in it to, have it in the back of my head. But I always forgot about it because I
I'll
never
put it this way. When you
watched
get around to
the
watching
episode.
it, it's not what you think it is.
It really isn't. Damn. You're making me sad.
And that's not to say it's not enjoyable. I didn't finish it, but I enjoyed what I watched.
Okay, well then, if you enjoyed what you watched, then I'm going to attempt to watch it.
Well, apparently I have shit taste.
I never said that.
No, but other people have made allusions to that fact.
What?
Oh my god, streamer, stop. The sad fact is, I know all these references without ever watching a single minute of the show.
Why did I open up my chat too? So many memes will be clear to you now. I'd rather not those memes be clear. They can stay blurry.
It was more of this stuff would be explained in, what's his name? This guy whose content I would watch. And there would always be JoJo's references. Nux Taku. And he would explain certain references as he was talking about something else. So, like, even though I came there for, let's say, Vinland Saga, there would be all the JoJo references that he would make, and he would explain how they make sense with what he's talking about, all that shit. So it's like, I get it. I know all of these references.
I just
by
don't.
now,
Like, even the
without ever
commercials.
watching the show.
The commercials and the ads to that show just are so cringe to me. I don't see how it looks and
Nux
how
is
it's
king.
enjoyable.
Nux is Toxic King.
I just don't see how it's enjoyable. I can't bring my it. It's just like the moment there's slight moments in my life where, like, you know what, I'm gonna watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I want to see what the hype's about, and then I see an ad for it, and I'm like, never mind. I can't. I just want to throw up. It's that bad
for me. It's one of those things that I can't criticize because A, I don't care. B, I don't want to know.
Yeah. And that's why I'll never say anything bad about it. I can't bring myself to watch it. Again, I don't see how people find it enjoyable. Even the ads for it alone are just atrocious. And it makes me not want to watch it.
Oh, no. I don't even want a few minute synopsis. No, thank you. I'm fine never watching the show.
Into a few minutes.
It won't keep me up at night.
No. I'd rather learn Mandarin.
Not even close to Jesus.
Just give it a shot. Drop it in Discord. Shit. Watching now. I'm going to see an ad about it on Facebook or something later, and I'm just going to delete the fucking message off of Discord and forget about it for the rest of my life. That's what's going to happen.
I mean, as far as streamers suggesting things, hopefully tomorrow I will have enough free time to finally get around to reading that thing that he sent me.
What thing?
There's a story on Reddit that he wanted me to check out. And when I had free time to read it before, I couldn't find it in my DMs.
Oh, shit.
And I haven't had the free time to do it since. But
That's fair.
I should have the free time to do it tomorrow. Definitely not today, because today I need to catch up on sleep. Like, I'm not going into 4 days on 4 hours of sleep.
No,
3 is
fuck
enough.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't blame you if you called me and like, I'm just going to sleep today. And I'm gonna be like, all right, man.
Nope, I got an obligation.
You know, speaking of Germans, the Quincy's have been confirmed, everybody. Which, I mean, they were kind of already confirmed.
Well, they were confirmed in the trailers for the show.
Yeah.
So we already knew the Quincy's were back.
And we have the trick-or-treat, yes. Which, by the way, Allie, now that you're here, Kaz is here, we're not going to be able to make it tonight. We don't have the vehicle unless one of y'all can help us get the kids out that way. We're not going to be able to trick-or-treat with you guys tonight.
I don't think we'll be able to come out to Goddard, pick you guys up,
Yeah,
and then go back to Wichita,
yeah.
and then come back to Goddard to drop you off.
And, yeah, I don't expect you to. Yeah, we're still down a vehicle, so that's not happening. We're probably going to walk to the high school, do their trunk-or-treat, and then get some of the neighborhood, and then come home.
Well, she was talking to some of her friends from work, and I guess it's already going to be like a big group that are going.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what the latest update on that
You're
is.
just along for the ride.
Pretty much. But I mean, that's generally how it is.
All four have been DM'd to both of you.
Oh my God.
Again,
But I don't want to know.
I'm going to apologize now if it gets deleted from my DMs. It means that I saw something on Facebook or on the internet or TikTok, and it turned me off, and I just don't want to now. I'm just saying, I'm going to apologize ahead of time. But I'm going to genuinely try to, unless I see something that disgusts me about it.
Hey. You can't control what I do. But if more people help support my channel, they can control what I look like.
Yes, go give Kaz a follow if you haven't already here in the Playroom. I mean, he's a founding member, so I don't know why he doesn't have as many followers, if not more than me. Y'all are killing us here.
It's okay.
Y'all are killing us.
But the new developments are I am going to get a programmable, customizable mask. It's set up with Bluetooth. It'll be on my face. I will have a face cam. That's right. I, of all people, will have a face cam. And if you subscribe or if you decide to contribute to the channel in any way that you choose to do so, you yourself can choose what my face will look like for a certain amount of time on the streams. Now, it will have to be something that does not break Twitch TOS.
Like
if
a
I
giant
think
dick.
it might, unfortunately, you'll have to pick something else. But, you know, that's so that my channel can still exist on the platform. That's the only reason.
And knowing Cass, he'll give you a chance to choose something else.
Yes.
And if you can't think of anything, we'll refund
Thank
you your
you, Alan.
points.
That
no-
is true. That is true. You can annoy the shit out of me. But I can also annoy the shit out of you because you think I'm so, you know, absorbed in my rose-tinted nostalgia. I will find the simulator and I will spam it to you, and you will get to experience the original Modern Warfare 2.
I will admit the original Modern Warfare 2 is so far, from what I've played, so much better. So much better.
Like
That
I'm
poor
not going to
baby.
give up on that. There is so much new bullshit there. They could have made a new game. They didn't have to do this.
I'm going to apologize if anybody can hear what's in the background. My wife babysits some kids. One of them is an infant-ish. He's almost one. And he's not wanting to take his nap. And the other two kids she babysits are going over by the door. I can hear them and knocking on the door that he's in. Poor kid. That kid just wants to take a fucking nap.
I'll tell you part of the reason why it fucking annoys me so much, and it actually has nothing to do with Modern Warfare at all. I'm a writer, right? If my story gets
You right?
If my story gets any kind of traction, like if, you know, the stars align and, you know, God jacks off and all of a sudden my story becomes mainstream,
That would be cool.
that, number one, yes, that would be cool. Number two, 10 years from now, somebody would take that story and they would bastardize it. They would add a whole bunch of bullshit that I never wanted in the story there. They would turn it into something else, especially if the way that Hollywood is right now doesn't change. And I would have the right to be pissed off about that. The people who wrote the original story should have a right to be pissed off about this.
Oh, yeah.
And they should be vocal about it right now.
They're not
Because
going to
this
be.
is not what they wrote. This is not the story they intended. This is not what they built. Because they built it from scratch. And we're not hearing from them. We absolutely should be hearing from them. Like, Stan Lee got himself in a situation where he couldn't speak out on the things that he created. But if you actually look at what he built and what Marvel Studios turned it into, there is a stark difference, and he wasn't allowed to say anything. Imagine if he could.
Oh yeah,
Imagine if he could say anything he wanted about it and not get any backlash. Because he used to be able to. He used to be unfiltered. All of a sudden, that had to stop. And nobody talks about that. Just imagine what he would say about the current state of Marvel. And he has full rights to.
Man is rolling in his grave.
Well, see, if they got fired, then fuck it. They should be able to talk.
Fair.
An NDA wouldn't cover, hey, we built this story and I don't like what they did to it. They would absolutely be able to say that. Yeah, I don't know. Twitch is weird sometimes.
That happens anywhere. That happens to me when I text you.
I haven't seen it.
It pops up on my end.
Not for me.
I don't know.
I don't know. Hyperlinks are getting really weird, though. Like, you can pretty much make whatever hyperlink you want, and it'll still be a hyperlink.
Mm-hmm.
So, dick.fartbutt could literally be a real hyperlink.
Don't try it. Please. It's like, no, never mind. I'm not going to do that.
I say that as a veteran viewer of Game Grumps. Because when we find out what Aaron named their internet router, it was penis.fartnet. Yeah.
I remember.
That was during Super Mario 64. Danny had been there for almost 2 years. It was 20 months.
Oh, shit. Excuse me.
Yeah, it was 4 months shy of 2 years.
What was?
When that reference came out.
Oh, yeah. What is KF Zombies?
Creators of Zombies.
Oh, creators of zombies.
I'm all for them making something new. And honestly, I hope they get the rights to the original storyline.
That would be cool. And then make a full-blown campaign game out of it.
It was never finished.
Yeah.
And you know
Or
what?
they could just
There
rewrite.
is no good reason. There is literally no good reason it was never finished.
You know what they could do? They could just make a whole new game, right? If they don't get the rights, they can make a whole new game.
Start over.
Not just start over, but if they want to finish what they created, make a whole new game. Same story, different characters, different names to companies, different
would get
names.
confusing after a while. You have any idea how many characters there are
I know.
in that storyline? There's
Just
no
forget
way
the
you'd
Call
be
of Duty version and just realize this is the real one. Just new characters, new names, same story though.
They did. But it was more of a all of a sudden we're doing something different type of deal.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat these pretzels.
Like, they didn't get an actual conclusion. It was more of a, we need to write something in real quick because we have to do something else now.
Yeah.
And that's not the same. Just look at the ending of Bleach. That's the perfect example of something like that. In the manga, that's He's just been told to stop the manga, so write something in real quick. Which, if memory serves, creator of Bleach is really fucking involved, like unbelievably involved in the current series. So hopefully we'll get a more fleshed out ending than what we got in the manga. I would be all fucking for that.
Man, so episode 3 dropped last week,
Yes.
and I rewatched it today just to have a refresher. And I go back to my statement that I fucking hate the art style. Ashita looks like a bitch.
That's pretty much what he looks like in the manga.
No, but like when we were first introduced to him, he was this cool, calm, collective dude that just was.
Well, now he doesn't part his hair in the middle. He parts his hair on the side.
Looks so
That's the difference.
fucking stupid. And just the boldness of the outlines of this art is just, it makes it look worse.
No, I dig it.
I think he looks like a complete and utter
I
bitch.
really like the way the anime looks right now.
He looks like if you flicked him in the head, he'd crawl in a ball and cry. All right. Now, back in the day, you flicked him in the head, he'd shoot you in the fucking chest.
Eh.
He does. He looks like a complete bitch.
But I mean, back in the day, he didn't look exactly like he looked in the manga either.
That's fair. That's fair. He still looks like a bitch.
He's that guy.
And what's up with Rangiku's boobs this season? Did they get smaller too?
What are you talking about?
I saw a screenshot from this new season. Now, I don't know if it's from episode 4
Haven't
or
seen
if it was
episode
like a
4 yet.
cross from episode 1. Oh, no, I haven't either. It drops today. Well,
it's already out.
yeah, by now. But this was like Thursday I saw the screenshot. So I don't know if it was like from episode 1 or 2. And they scrolled by her so fast and I missed it. But I saw this screenshot. And her boobs got smaller. And I'm a little sad about that. Okay.
Okay. That just comes down to the inconsistency of 2D animation. Like, everyone wants to shit on CG, but you know what you get with CG?
Big boobs.
No. You get consistent character design. It doesn't matter if they're far away, or zoomed in, or in motion. Maybe they're moving ridiculously fast, and you get those warped faces like you do in Naruto. That's not a thing with CGI. Especially not with CGI and a 2D overlay. So, with 2D, you've got so much room for inconsistencies with character design where it's like, did this person just de-age 10 years all of a sudden?
That's fair. But, if you want to talk, we talked about Modern Warfare 2 and having so many war crimes. Holy shit, the end of episode 3? What a war crime. Just straight fucking, hey, we gotta get ready. We gotta make sure that they don't get the upper hand on us. Oh, by the way, we have the upper hand on you. Fucking slaughterhouse.
By the way, with the way that ended, there's something you should know. If you don't see and get confirmation of a character's death, they are not
dead.
Especially not in Bleach.
Oh, yeah.
Especially not with this story arc, because you're going to get faked out a lot. There are going to be a lot of people that actually die. And I mean a lot of people that actually die. But it's not everyone, and it's not always who you think. And I say that because Izuru got fucking almost blown in half.
Yeah.
But that's straight from the manga. That's exactly how that was supposed to happen.
That was sad. That was a sad moment.
Yeah, it's not
I was
fair,
never a
but
fan
it
of him,
needed to be a character we
still.
recognized. It had to be a character we recognized.
I was never really a fan of him, especially, at the beginning of the whole series when he's so, I wouldn't say head over heels for Aizen, but he defends him to his grave damn near, and then you kind of build him back up to be favored, quote unquote. And
he wasn't with Aizen. He was with Gin.
That's right, Gin. It's just still, Wasn't a fan of him to begin with, but still,
No,
that hit.
I never had a problem with Izuru.
You figured it out, huh?
Have you read the manga, Duncan? Or is this the first time you're being exposed to the 1,000-Year Blood War? Because that will make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what got me so frustrated last week. Is like, if you know, then you already know all of this. But if you don't know, you're not going to see what's coming.
No way. This isn't a spoiler. This is a little bit of power rating. Now, this is where it gets confusing.
The problem is what his Bankai actually is. That's
Yeah.
why they can't steal it.
On top of, and this is probably they mentioned this in the past. They've mentioned this in a lot of different ways throughout the manga and the anime. Ichigo's power is so extensive that it takes a lot for him just to release it. And for them to try to steal it, even if he was stealing spiritual pressure from
It's
Ichigo.
not that.
Well, still, I mean, that's probably what they ended up happening, and even then, it was just a sliver of it. Like,
No,
I don't think
'cause-
people
'cause
understand
even the
how OP
Fullbringers-
Ichigo really is.
Even the Fullbringers could steal Ichigo's power.
Yeah,
And they are so underpowered when it comes to everyone else in this universe.
he said, "Okay, fine, okay." I mean, if you have an idea, I want to hear it. I just figured we'd let you know what was going on.
Well, if he doesn't know what's coming, I don't want to spoil it for him.
That's fair.
I like the way it was handled in the manga, and I'm pretty sure they're going with literally the exact same route, not just
Yeah.
sort of, but I mean literally the exact same route.
Now, we can tell you if you're right or wrong, because we've both read the manga. We both understand what's happening. If you haven't, that's okay.
Let's just say you're in for some shit.
We'll just tell you if you're right or wrong. But I would be more than happy to hear your idea on what's going on, and we can try to discuss it the best we can.
Well, I mean, technically yes, and technically no. There's a lot more to it than that, because it has to do with, like I said, what his Bankai actually is.
Yeah.
Even Ichigo doesn't know.
The whole Quincy part of it, though, is that Quincy's steal Reishi. And that wasn't happening. Hell, that was the next thing I was going to get into in here real quick as well. So we'll follow into that. If you watch episode 3, and I can't ever remember his name because I can't fucking pronounce this fucker's
Well,
name.
do you know part of the reason why Quincy's steal Reishi?
It's a part of their power.
But there's a reason.
Okay, enlighten me.
Well, I mean, technically there's multiple reasons.
Well, yeah.
But part of the
This is
reason,
like, come on, enlighten me.
part of the reason is because they're limited on how much they can actually create themselves. They're human beings. They're not souls.
Yeah.
So they can't just be like a wellspring of spiritual pressure. That doesn't happen.
They have
for
to
Quincy.
gather it from somewhere else.
Mhm. And therein
Phew.
lies not the, but a difference with Ichigo.
Could you imagine, though, and hear me out. All right, now I know this can't happen for real, but could you imagine that fucking power? Unprotected, like we're completely unprotected, and that
So hitting it raw.
motherfucker pulling that shit off here in the human world. Oh my god! Holy shit!
Yeah, no, the
Like I'm looking at these
story-wise,
characters.
It had to happen in Wako Mundo.
Yeah. Well, that's nothing.
But
and that's the scary part
That's
because Wako
specifically
Mundo is
because
nothing
of
but
what
Reishi.
Wako Mundo is made of. Yeah.
Yeah.
That wouldn't work the way it works here.
That just still, the fact that he was pulling enough Reishi that he was eating away at people humans.
Well, that is his power.
Yeah, that was nuts. I could feel their
his
pain.
Quincy Bankai equivalent.
Yeah. Well, and it's the final form for most Quincy's. But
depending on your training, it's like depending on
not
which faction
spoiling
you follow.
anything.
But I mean, if you've already seen episode 3, you already know
Yeah.
that Soka Nishida didn't follow what the other Quincy's were doing.
And
But you also find out that
if
Soka
you know-
Nishida and his apprentices should be more powerful than them.
oh fuck yeah.
Which raises a whole bunch of fucking questions like, hey, why are they doing this kind of training anyway? If they know they're going to be underpowered compared to their,
Predecessors.
well, not necessarily predecessors, but compared to the people just like them that decided not to do this training. Detractors. There we go. I knew there was a word I was looking for. Oh, they're leaving it off to episode 5.
I haven't seen episode 4 yet.
Yeah, no, neither of us have seen episode 4. We made it to where we only watched the previous week's episode and talk about it, and then we'll cover the next one next week. That way, if there's anything that happens in episode 4, we can't just automatically ruin it for everyone.
No, but still, holy shit. And for him to absorb. Okay, so what does that make? Okay, the monster that they create with their arms, the 3 chicks.
Yeah.
Is that even considered a hollow?
Yes.
Okay, because it doesn't have its hole in the chest, and the fact that it's made from Arankar parts would it bring the assumption that it is a hollow.
How is an Arankar made?
Well, it's from a hollow.
No, not from a hollow.
It's an evolution from a hollow.
No.
When hollows eat each other, yes.
Yes. There you go.
So it's an evolution of a hollow.
No, because it's not a hollow. It's a collective consciousness. You've got the hollows that eat each other and become Manos Grande. And then you've got the aberrant Manos Grande who eat other Manos Grande, becoming an even bigger collective of spiritual pressure and consciousness that create a singular being.
Fair.
And then you split off pieces of all 3 of them to form together to basically make another Arankar.
Yeah. It's still.
But at that point, it's just raw power. But it's a collective of all 3 of them.
But that is that we are going to
collectives
consider that a
themselves.
hollow, and that is what that is.
Yeah, it's a hollow. Functionally, it's a hollow.
That poor thing. He's so cute too.
Oh,
And he just gets absorbed.
speaking of the Arankars, by the way, if you remember any Arankars that you never got confirmation of death for, just keep their existence in the back of your head. If you haven't read the manga, then you're gonna be surprised, and you'll fucking love it. I guarantee it.
Well, yeah. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Like after the show, I'm gonna watch the next episode, and then I'm gonna sit and twiddle my thumbs for a week.
I will say, one thing that really pisses me off is the last 2 seconds of the opening before the logo pops up. The word Bleach. Because they show something there that they have no business showing right now.
I haven't been paying attention to that, to be honest with you, because I skipped the intros.
It's very apparent to anybody who pays attention to the Bleach community that not everybody who watches the anime, in fact, it's probably most people that watch the anime, just given the things that I've seen, have not read and don't intend to read the manga. Which is kind of a problem, because the showrunners for Thousand Year Blood War apparently are working under the assumption that everybody who's watching this already knows what's going to happen and has read every chapter.
That's fair.
And yeah, what they show right there, you should not be seeing. This should not be even alluded to.
Now I'm going to rewatch and figure it out.
Because of how big and how important it is. Like, it's something that seems kind of innocuous, but then when it's put into context, when it actually happens, it is unbelievably important.
I'm out of soda.
That's why I always bring a spare.
I always bring a spear.
I spent a little bit of time in the Boy Scouts when I was a kid. Be prepared.
Oh, shit. No, that was... Last week's episode was wicked. That was just insane to watch dude take a full frontal hit with the Gets a Katin and be like, hey, by the way, you missed. Even though apparently, he's got half of his shirt fucking ripped off from it. No, he hit you. It just wasn't effective.
Well, I mean, how about Ichigo destroying the Halo before he even struck him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was fucking crazy. Straight up. Not everybody can figure it out, but for somebody to actually do it, and Ichigo just looks at him like, yeah, motherfucker, what's up?
When that was just me lifting my sword up, bitch.
You want to see the rest of my spiritual pressure? It just brought me back to, like, earlier installments, when Ishida and Ichigo were fighting the Minos Grande when they were doing the contest, when we first were introduced to him. And Ichigo was just releasing all this spiritual pressure all at once, nonstop. And just, you seem to forget how powerful Ichigo really is, because he's either A, holding back, or B, still just hasn't learned how to control it. And then you get moments like that in this show, where there was even and even a moment in the past where Ichigo just swung his sword and then boom, just nothing but destruction. Because he wasn't thinking, he just did it. And released all this pressure and then boom. And so, yeah, it makes you remember, holy shit, he holds back a lot.
He's like Goku. Except, how many enemies does Goku actually kill?
Oh, that's fair. That is very fair. At least it's not One Punch Man.
Okay, but One Punch Man exists as a parody.
That's true. That's still... No, I'm not getting into discussion who's stronger, One Punch Man or Goku, because...
Because it's Saitama.
It doesn't even count!
Doesn't have to count. That's like, who's stronger, Superman or Goku? Superman.
Now, hold on!
No, he just is. He literally just is.
I could see that being a decent fair fight. Like, in all retrospect,
no, it's not a fair fight.
Beyond the controversy and beyond the...
It's Mike Tyson fighting a toddler. It's not a fair fight.
I think a toddler could whoop Mike Tyson's ass, okay?
No, I mean Mike Tyson in his prime. Not
Even
Mike Tyson
still,
now.
I'm just thinking that whole Goku versus Superman thing, beyond bias, beyond controversy, that would be a decent fucking fight.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. 'Cause, hear me out.
Even as a concept, that fight couldn't happen anyway. Like, even if these two worlds did cross over, a fight between Superman and Goku would not happen. But just looking at their power levels and achievements, Superman wipes the fucking floor with Goku.
Hear me out. It would happen. Because Goku's just wants to fight everybody. Okay.
Okay, and Superman doesn't just indulge everybody's whims. He doesn't exist in Dragon Ball Z where he's required to do that. He just brushes people off. Goku's not a villain.
You know what the great thing about fictional characters are? You can make them do what the fuck you want.
As long as it makes sense within the scope of their character. And that would not make sense within the scope of Superman's character. He doesn't fight other heroes. Because he knows he can kill them. Like, Goku would have to start destroying planets before Superman decided to raise a fist at him. The most he would do is, like, race the Flash. Because nobody gets hurt there.
That's true.
And they do that shit for charity.
Look, I think it should happen. I think it would be a fair fight. Beyond bias.
No.
Yes.
And I fucking hate Superman.
So do I.
With a passion.
And no, I'm not saying that Superman wouldn't win. I'm just saying it would be a decent fight to watch.
It would not even be a fight.
I'm just saying it would be a decent fight to watch.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it would.
Proof that it wouldn't, go to SpooKast and look up the death battles between Superman and Goku, because there are 3.
I have seen those, okay?
And they even explain why they had to flesh out the fights as much as they did. Because...
Just shut up before people start comparing us to Wiz and Boomstick, okay? Please.
Neither one of us has a southern accent, so neither of us can be Boomstick.
I try, but I'm laughing too hard. I couldn't.
It's not a fair fight. I don't know what else to tell you.
I can imagine you sounding like Boomstick right now. I'm sorry.
You know, I had a slight accent growing up, but I got rid of that shit. Every now and then, if I get too heated, you'll hear little bits of it, but...
Ooh, now I'm going to try. What buttons do I need to press?
Just go back to the VOD from last week. Maybe you can hear some of it there.
I don't know why I put this on my head. I was like, ooh, I'm going to put this on now.
You put it on upside down, too.
I know. Leave me alone.
That's not how that works.
Do you want a pretzel?
I can't eat pretzels.
I don't know.
Oh.
You know what game I missed since we're talking about Goku and Bleach? Whatever happened to that previous shonen game that was done in the Unreal Engine? I don't remember what it was called. Jump Force, yeah.
It died. They added characters, then they added more characters, and then nobody talked about the game anymore.
I actually enjoyed Jump Force, though.
The concept of it sounded interesting. Actually playing the game did not sound interesting. At least not to me.
And then there was one before that where it was more... It was more of kind of like the old Budokai 3 style, where you would move from spot to spot, and then each spot had a different, like a mini battle before the big boss battles to continue on the story. And it was where all of the shonen characters kind of... I think the only one that wasn't in there was no Luffy was there. But they had each of them had teams, and I don't remember what it was called.
To my knowledge, Jump Force is the first crossover Shonen Jump title.
Oh, there was one before that.
I'm not saying it can't exist, but I don't remember there being anything before that. Because that was the big thing, was...
J-Stars.
J-Stars? That's not Shonen Jump.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? I can't see your screen, so...
Yeah, J-Stars Victory Versus. Hold on, I'm trying to... A better fucking picture. Yeah, and that was all shonen characters. Because it was considered Jump Stars, J-Stars.
No, that's not what J-Stars means.
Well, that's all shonen characters.
No. These are not all Shonen Jump characters. Beelzebub was not Shonen Jump. Nisekoi was not Shonen Jump. What else we got in here? I don't even recognize that character.
But they used the big three for, like, team leaders.
Of course, I like how they've got Goku up there with what's-her-face from Dr. Slump.
And can we talk about that? Why isn't Dragon Ball Z considered one of the big three? Or Dragon Ball?
There are 4 members of the big 3. There's always been 4 members of the big 3. Because everyone has a different interpretation of the big 3.
I'm just saying.
There's Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, and Dragon Ball.
But let's be honest. It should just be One Piece, Dragon Ball, and then I'm trying to think who came first, Bleach or Naruto?
It doesn't matter who came first.
I think that's how it should be based. God damn it.
Then why isn't Saint Seiya there?
Because nobody cares about Saint Seiya.
The only reason Saint Seiya still exists is because of its popularity. What the fuck are you talking
Fucking
about?
care. I didn't like it. Even with the new rendition with
Why isn't
CG.
Yu Yu Hakusho there? Why isn't Rurouni Kenshin there?
Because you shock. You fuck both of them. That's why. No, I can't say that because I'm a huge Yu Yu Hakusho fan. By miles.
Like, you can't use that logic. The big 3 is just the 3 most popular
That's
of
fair.
the Shonen Jump titles, but it
That's-
changes depending on who you're talking to.
Okay, then who is it for you?
For me, the big 3 has 4. Like, that's just the way it is. Like, if I had to cut one from it, I'd probably cut Dragon Ball.
Okay, that's fair because you're not as a big a fan of Dragon Ball.
No.
See, I would have to cut Naruto.
I don't know why you said it like that, but I get it.
I said it like that because I know you're a bigger fan of Naruto than I am.
I would cut Naruto. It's like you
I'm not
fused.
saying I hate the show, but
It's
he
like
is a
you
little pansy
fused with
bitch
Eric
too.
Cartman just to say that one word.
Fuck that ninja.
Fucking weird.
Remember that time he killed Kenny? Fuck him.
I'm not even gonna go there.
One time he
You
just
know,
came out of poof of clouds and there was a naked woman.
I'm still fucking pissed that SpooKast decided to do their whole death battle between Naruto and Ichigo before the Bleach manga was over. Naruto was over. Bleach was not.
I didn't watch that episode.
Ichigo hadn't reached his the peak of his potential yet when SpooKast did that.
Who won that one?
Naruto.
Now that doesn't make any fucking sense.
If you watch Shippuden, it kind of does. But at the time, they were working with incomplete knowledge because Ichigo hadn't reached the peak of his potential. He hadn't become his strongest self yet. But Naruto already did. Of course, a world breaker Naruto is going to beat anyone who hasn't finished their fucking story yet.
Here's my problem. You don't care if you finished the story or not. Okay? Ichigo as a Soul Reaper, in a sense, in Naruto's world, and even in his own world, he is technically, by definition, an fuck.
I don't think he's impotent. Like, I'm sure Ichigo can still have kids, all right?
Could he do it as a Soul Reaper?
Yes.
In Soul Reaper form?
Yes.
I didn't think Soul Reapers could have kids.
They do.
I thought they just adopted from the fucking Rukon
There
district.
were references to either Soul Reapers or just people in the districts themselves getting pregnant.
See, I know they're like sons and daughters of, high-class
Kubo
members.
plays really fast and loose with the rules of reincarnation.
Yeah. See, I always thought they were always... See, I was always under the impression that they adopted from the Rukon district. The lost souls of the children.
No, that's just what happened with Rukia and her sister.
And they never mention really anything about that after that. They don't go into pregnancy in the Soul Society. So I was always under the impression that's just how they did it.
Well, see, if memory serves, wasn't Hisana pregnant when she died? Hisana and Byakuya were going to have a kid.
I don't think she was.
I'm pretty sure. But children are born in the Soul Society. Children grow up in the Soul Society.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean,
until I see
Toshiro's still working on it. But.
Until I see somebody give birth in the Soul Society, I'm going to.
Well, you're not going to actually see somebody giving birth in a shonen.
We've
anime.
never actually seen anybody physically pregnant in the Soul Society either. And what do we say about if it's not physically there? It did not happen. Especially in anime.
Hold on. Now I got to look it up. Just give me a second here. Bear with me, everybody. Hey, you looked up shit earlier too.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying you can't look at it. I'm curious. I'm just stating a very fair fact here. If it doesn't happen on screen, it, or unless somebody blatantly says that it happens.
Hold on.
Just Google, can people give birth in the Soul Society? Now, the only way I can think that it's honestly, the only answers I think we'll ever get out of this is fan answers, which aren't canon and aren't liable enough to be considered canon.
God damn it. I fucking hate Google sometimes. Oh, you know what? We don't even need the answer to that.
Why?
Ichigo. Ichigo exists.
Hold on.
His dad is a Soul Reaper, not a human.
He has, and this has been confirmed.
Gigais don't come with the ability to reproduce.
That hasn't been confirmed either.
They only need to eat because the souls need to eat.
And his mom was human, so therefore... That's a different cause. That's completely different.
No.
But I'm talking about Soul Reapers and Soul Reapers. Not Soul Reapers and humans.
All the bodily functions of a Soul Reaper.
Bible says that a god can have a fucking child, okay?
I don't give a shit.
That doesn't make it true.
But Ichigo exists, and his sisters exist. That is proof that Soul Reapers can get people pregnant.
I didn't say people. I said Soul Reapers and Soul Reapers.
Why the hell wouldn't it work the same way?
That's just a fucking reference to the Bible.
No.
Ichigo could be considered Jesus with as powerful as he is.
Stop. Why wouldn't it work the same way? A Gigai takes on all the bodily functions of the Soul Reaper. So if the Soul Reaper, using the Gigai, can get someone pregnant, the Soul Reaper themselves can get someone pregnant.
Maybe they just need the Gigai to get somebody pregnant.
No, they need the Gigai just to have a corporeal form. Other than that, their blood pressure, the way they eat, the way they do everything, literally stays the same. Because Soul Reapers, they eat, they shit, they drink. The Gigai takes on the corporeal aspect of that, where it's tangible. It can be seen by normal people now. But it's still the same thing. It's all the same bodily functions on this plane of existence. That's why Gigais are a blank slate.
Like this thought.
That's why Gigais are a blank slate before somebody jumps in one.
I'd rather learn Mandarin than think about this.
So there you go. Confirmation.
Oh, shit. I don't like this thought. I liked it better as a conspiracy.
Well, I mean, otherwise, there couldn't be unisex gi guys. They would have to be male and female.
I
But
didn't
the
even know
blank
there was unisex gi guys.
unisex just means it can be used
I'm
by a male
tired.
or
Leave
female
me
soul.
alone.
That's it. Like anyone
That's true.
when they're assigned a gi guy can use any gi guy. Just like when Urahara gives Rukia her gi guy in the in Karakura Town. The one
Okay,
that
yeah.
has the Hogyoku in it. It's a blank slate. And then after she attaches herself to it, it looks like her from then on.
That's fair. Okay. Okay.
Haha.
Okay.
My logic is undeniable.
I don't know about that one. Oh, man. I still hate the thought.
Why are we talking about souls getting pregnant? I don't remember.
Fuck, I don't remember either. I don't remember why we brought that up.
You brought it up.
I don't remember why I brought it up.
We attach me to that shit.
You damn right. Fuck. Oh shit. Okay, then what if Iran cars end up gaining emotional attachment to something other than, well, even another Iran car, or even a hollow? God. Can they have children?
Well, the thing is, we don't have confirmation of hollows having a reproductive system. We know that soul reapers do. We don't have that information for them. Now, granted, Iran cars are
Or
basically
more human-like than...
well, it's breaking down the barrier between hollows and soul reapers from the hollow side.
Yeah.
So I don't know the extent to which they would gain characteristics of a soul reaper. But I don't. I hesitate to say that they would absolutely get that kind of function. Because I mean, hell, not all of them even bleed.
That's true. God, that must suck. I don't want to be like, I used to have like fantasies of being in a Iran car and all this, as a kid, growing up with the show and the manga. I don't want to anymore as an adult, knowing that I can't have sex as one.
Well, I mean, there's no proof that you couldn't. There's just no proof that you can't. It's Schrodinger's dick. Do you have one or do you not? You don't know. You don't know until you become one and put your pants.
I mean, I don't like that thought either.
It exists and doesn't exist at the same time until you confirm it.
Oh, it makes it worse now. Because if you do, is it skeletal? Like the rest of your hollow body?
Well, who's to say your hollow form would be skeletal? Not all of them are.
That's fair.
There's so much variability when it comes to hollows.
Oh.
I mean, hell, just
Still
compare Wonder Weiss to Stark, all right? Those are two very different people.
That's true. God.
I mean, the way those girls really loved Stark, maybe he actually did have one.
That's
that's
fair.
conjecture. I don't know. Got a literal bone for you.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, did you say throw you a bone?
You don't need to get it hard. It already is.
Lasted more than 4 hours. It's lasted 40 years, bitch.
At the rate we live, it'll go longer.
Jesus. I mean, I wouldn't mind the functional immortality that comes with being in a wrong car.
I would. I really would. Now, granted, as a man with muscular dystrophy, and yeah, I probably wouldn't mind not having that anymore. But you know, when you actually think about immortality, do you really want to live long enough to watch everybody around you die?
Thinking about it from that perspective, there's no guarantee that you wouldn't still have that as a holo, especially if you were in a Ron car. Because think about it, Iran cars have broken down the barrier from holo to Soul Reaper. Soul Reapers could still have debilitating diseases.
Yeah.
Like Ukitake suffering from tuberculosis.
But with the hollow side, because they're still not, fully Soul Reaper, would the hollow side still be able to fight that off? Because is that what's keeping them from
Duncan
becoming
clipped
diseased?
something.
I know.
You got to send us that clip.
I'll pull it after the show, I promise. I just now would the hollow side of an Iran car keep them from being diseased? I mean, we see it all the time in fiction where, half breeds from human and a monster, we'll call it, because it could be anything, a vampire, werewolf, whatever. Their monster side of them keeps them from being diseased.
Well,
who's to say that doesn't happen with Iran cars?
That would come down to the extent of the healing that's required. Because think about the differences between Ulquiorra and Yami, right? Yami just has his arm cut off the first time he goes to the world of the living.
Yeah.
And he has to go through a whole process to get that arm back. He's gone for most of the Hueco Mundo arc until the captains arrive. Because just his arm was cut off.
Yeah.
Ulquiorra, on the other hand, his second release of his Resurrection is perfect. What's it called? Perfect regeneration.
Yeah. That's fair.
So it would really depend on who it is, what's going on,
How
that
far
kind of
they
thing.
are into their development, all
Yeah.
that.
Even
Well,
though
it's
Yami was further into his development.
True. Well, I only bring it up because it's like another good example is like the Hulk. The Hulk is confirmed to never get sick because of the Hulk side of Bruce Banner.
Right.
And I hate the way they explain that in the comics because everything when it comes to the Hulk is because of the gamma rays in my body. Blah 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 blah. I don't
There's
fucking
more
care
to
about
it
your
than
gamma
that.
rays.
There's more to it than that. The Hulk can still get sick, but he will heal before he suffers any symptoms of that
Right.
sickness. When you compare that to someone like Wolverine, he'll heal so fast it's like he was never sick in the first place.
True.
So it's different levels of healing factor.
That's going on TikTok. Faux show. Definitely.
I'm not even 40.
I'm going to title that. Kaz having an erection longer than 40 years. Check my Facebook. Which Facebook?
Man, I thought the throw you a bone line was better just because of the delivery.
Oh, here it is.
We're watching it live.
And then the clip puts that way out of context. Jesus. That's gonna put that. I can't wait to post that. Everybody's gonna be so fucking confused.
Oh, you know what we should do?
I'm listening.
We should have the audience, not us, because we would be biased. But have the audience clip out anything that they want to and call it constantly out of context.
Kind of like when we did the
unnecessary censorship, but
Yeah.
uncensored.
because we can do that now.
So like they can
That's it, yep.
they can clip anything they want to, and then we'll put it together, constantly out of context.
I'm down for that.
That could be fun.
And like do it between even the two channels as well. And then you just edit it all.
it would work more with the podcast than
True.
Yeah.
I still think
'Cause
it
we're
would be
both
fun.
here.
Just like a compilation between the podcast, your channel, my channel. Just throw them into one video because I need content on YouTube, guys, by the way. If you're not following the YouTube channel, do that. All that's on there right now is the podcast.
And it's not every episode, but I'll fix that. I'll try to make sure I get that done before I take a
It
nap.
was uploading like the day after on its own.
And then it stopped.
And then it
now you have
stopped.
to do it all manually. It's really weird.
Um,
Just I forgot that it was a thing we had to do. So and probably the last like 5 or 6 aren't on there. If not, maybe a couple more.
Yeah, I got to go through my computer and clean it up too as well because I think that's what's slowing down my computer is all the clips that I've saved for TikTok. I have a lot of them, even ones I haven't used yet. I don't
That
plan
wouldn't
on
slow
using.
down your computer. That's separated memory.
No, well, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Your RAM and your hard drive are 2 different pieces of hardware.
I don't know. Like today, we're doing great on bitrate. But like last night, Tuesday night was bad. The stream crashed 3 times in a row, and I didn't even notice it.
That could just be living in Goddard, though.
I don't know. It was really weird. It did. It crashed. Like Austin, I got on the stream for a little bit. It crashed halfway through that. I didn't notice it until I looked over, and I was at 6 views, and I went to 0. And I'm like, why do I have 0 views? Well, it's because I went offline, and nobody got a notification that it restarted. And then I did it again.
Well, see, I'm having a similar issue, just without the crashing. My view count will just randomly zero out whenever it wants
Yeah.
to. So I never know how many people are there unless they're chatting.
And see, that's why most of the time I just keep it turned off. Unless I'm doing something new, like the movie night Saturday. I kept it on so I could see how many people we had there, if I needed to. That way I can call out for Discord and all that, especially when new people
it's like
came
when I
up.
was trying to announce my plan with the mask.
Yeah.
I wanted to wait till there was more people there. That way I didn't have to announce it every time somebody showed up. But, like, I would never know when somebody showed up.
That's fair. And Duncan, I just thought of this. For anybody that is listening, I'm going to post this on Discord as well. I want to do it. I'm completely down with doing the whole bit. When you guys do a clip, and you clip something that you think will be hilarious and out of context, title it out of context. Just title it that way. That way we know for sure that's what it's going to, and we can get it in there properly for the video. It'll go on YouTube. It'll be posted on Discord. It'll be posted on our Facebook. It will be posted on...
And eventually made into
Everything.
a compilation.
Yeah. I can't wait till it turns into a compilation.
It'll be different, though, because, like, with the unnecessary censorship video I did, there was a lot of visual stuff
Yeah.
to really emphasize the comedy,
True.
and we don't really have that
I
here.
go back to the video all the time. I do.
Me too. I'm really proud of that video.
That was that's one of my favorite fucking videos I think we've ever put out. It was that one right there. Hey kid, you want to look at my beep?
We should have a beep war.
I miss the quacks. Now that we're doing this live and everything is live now for us, I miss it.
I still have the sound effect.
Good, because when I get a stream deck, I'm going to click on that constantly. I'm going to have it programmed to a button specifically because I miss it.
Quack here, you little quack, second quack.
You need me to check your Facebook, okay?
Right now? I'm guessing that's directed at you. Yeah, your RAM and your hard drive are two different pieces of hardware.
I don't know.
Yeah, your RAM and your hard drive are two different pieces of
Oh
hardware.
my god! Hi, sweetheart.
Starting off strong.
I see your makeup, Mom. Holy cow. I'm about to say, I just seen, what's his name here? And you come in with that, and I'm like, oh, crap.
No, it's
I'm
that
gonna fuck him
handprint.
up.
No, it's the handprint makeup. But she
me see.
wanted hers done. So
I
we did-
see.
We did some sparkly
Is
lips
it
and some
beautiful?
sparkle eyes, and she wanted some pink cheeks.
Are you beautiful?
You don't like it?
What, yours?
Yeah.
No, I like it. I just, again, what's his name was here to pick up the child, and I'm not going to go into context with that right now.
No, leave that there.
But I thought maybe I was going to end up going to jail today.
Nah. He ain't scary. And even
I
though
love
he'd
you
be
too,
the one-
Duncan.
He'd be the one leave him looking like shit.
Fair. Oh, man.
Gotta love Halloween.
Fucking. You're ramming your hard drive.
Oh, I'm feeling the love.
It was funny. Oh,
And I think
shit.
it just gave him another clip.
Yeah.
Now I have to watch what I say. Which I probably should have been doing since episode 1. But
Bro, we all should have been doing that. I'm surprised there isn't more clips of this show than there has been.
Oh, we've opened the fucking floodgates now.
Oh, no shit. Laughing too hard, honestly. Bro, it's been a day. I think this is a good episode. This has definitely been a good episode. Just don't kill yourself over us.
Thinking about the unnecessary censorship episode, I think we could actually pull that up and watch it on stream. It's our own content. We own it.
That's true. Should we do that now?
We can.
Why not? Let's do it.
All right, this is going to take a second to set up because we weren't ready for this. Didn't know it was going to happen.
You guys will enjoy this.
But I should be able to do this live and not have to have everybody sit through all the... Oh, that's the wrong button. Have everybody sit through all the behind-the-scenes
Duncan, I hope
stuff.
you smoked enough today.
So let's go.
This is going to be hilarious.
Need this. This. Where is it?
Playlists.
Playlists.
It should be under Driving with Ginger.
I saved that one too.
Wait, what is that one?
Whoa. What's up, guys? Nope. The FNAF.
Oh, is it the same video? Because I think that's one of the ones my kids saved.
They saved the whole fucking playlist. It's like 100+ videos. That don't start yet. Actually, probably have to do this as a window capture. So, there it is, OBS. Where is it? There. There. Yeah, just can't minimize it.
Hey, you don't even have to put our mics on. You just play it. You're in and out. You're going to want to watch this, bud.
I don't know if that's going to capture the sound, though.
It should.
Do you have desktop audio being captured?
It
No.
should automatically.
No, it's muted.
Oh, then you did that.
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, I didn't touched any of that.
Gonna double check. Hold on. As soon as it... Are you going to unmute? There we go. There. And...
Should be default.
Well, we'll find out. Problem is I can't have both windows open at the same time. There we go. So it should have something in the middle of the screen now. Yep. All right, here we go. So yeah, this is the unnecessary censorship episode. I put this compilation together. I edited the whole thing. I'll put it this way: be gentle.
Well, there's no reason to be. This is fucking hilarious.
This was my return to editing videos, which I hadn't done since I was in school at that point. So I was relearning the software, and you'll see. Oh, there's an ad going right now.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. So if anybody's still listening, I'm gonna wait for this ad to finish, and then I'm gonna hit play. There is 10 seconds left. At least on my end. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, it's back. Now back to here and play.
Check on your phone to see if the audio is still going.
Yeah, it's capturing.
Cool.
Yeah, they do. Oh, they know. That's what made it so much better. I didn't have to do anything to that. It's all one clip. Not on YouTube.
After my wreck.
Yeah, why did you fuck him with that?
I'm interrupting your podcast. Look what's in our yard.
Oh, I don't know. Cam, how is your...
You see them?
2 dogs.
You know whose dogs they are?
You having trouble back there? Take a picture of it.
How y'all gonna sit there and say Junior's ain't got no... how you gonna say it? How you gonna say it?
Like this.
Say it. Say it. Say it. I said it. I said it. I said it. Shut up. I feel like you. It's more people stop. You know they have, actually. What's up with that?
Shake your pants.
It's just a deformation. Dude, I don't know.
Stop eating dingleberries.
Not in my car. No.
Bye, Duncan.
Bye, buddy.
What's up, guys? So before we start this view, this episode is brought to you by. What do we got on mind for today, bud? Beer, hopefully. Are looking at expanding.
Jesus Christ. Now thinking about that, why did you put that in there?
Because it's funny.
I was informed by a little birdie that there is a potential I need. We would love to do some.
STDs. I'm learning things about you, kid.
Shut up.
All right, so that's that.
Oh shit.
It's not on the screen anymore.
That was hilarious.
That video was so much fucking fun to make. Because I still had all the raw footage
Yeah.
for those episodes. Just like,
What can I do with
who
this?
can I fuck with right now?
I think that's the dangerous part of you being my editor. And now it's just me.
Yeah, not so easy, is it?
Oh shit. Well, it's 3:00, a little past 3:00. I'm hot. It's hot in here. There's no airflow. I've got random dogs outside, and I need to breathe. Oh shit. So I think we'll end it here.
Well, I think everybody left.
Yeah, I think so too. Everybody that showed up today, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you for the fun times as always. You want to say anything?
Anybody watching the VOD, if you get this far, go check out the YouTube channel.
Yes.
That video is on Kid's channel. It's in the Driving with Ginger playlist. It's my favorite.
It's my favorite too.
But I will say that there are some gems after that when my editing got a little better. So if you want to check that out, it's totally up to you. But
We need more traction on that channel too.
well, I mean, there's that. But I want to share the comedy as well as get some feedback.
It's fun. It's fun making these. It was fun making those, and I'm excited to see what comes out in the future, especially now that we're letting everybody.
As long as it's not your penis.
You mean my quack? I miss
No, I mean
it.
Waldo.
Fair. Fuck you. But until next time, everybody, thank you again all for watching. We will see you next week, and good night.
Bye.